Good morning, children. I hope you had already read your lessons that I had taught you yesterday. And also I told you for you to write the meanings in your notebook. Okay, today we are going to continue your lessons, that is from page number 3. The last paragraph. In the last video, the last part, we finished. What shall we do with that girl? She never will behave like a young lady, sighed Meg. As she watched Lori and Joe race in the garden. I hope she won't. She is so funny and dear as she is, said Bert, who had never betrayed that she was a little hurt at Joe's having secrets with anyone but her. Okay, she had a habit to keep her secret by herself instead of telling to everyone. Okay, and her sister Bert said, I hope she is so funny and dear as she is. They all like her sister very well. Now turn to the next page, page number 4. In a few minutes, Jo bounced in, lay herself on the sofa and affected to read. She feel like reading something after jumping on the sofa. Have you anything interesting there? Asked Meg with condescension. Okay, that one I told you to underline that word last class. And the meaning of it, to treat someone as if you are better or more important than them. I'll repeat that meaning again. To treat someone as if you are better or more important than them. Okay? Nothing but a story. Won't amount to much, I guess, written Joe, carefully keeping the name of the paper out of sight. You had better read it aloud. That will amuse us and keep you out of mischief. Mischief means no teeth. Okay. Said Ami in her most grown-up thought. What's her name? Asked Beth, wondering why Jo kept her face hidden behind the sheet. Okay. So what's her name? Asked Beth, wondering why Jo kept her face hidden behind the sheet. She was asking, why did she hide behind the sheet? The rival painters. That sounds well. Read it, said Meg, with a loud "ho" and a long breath. Jo began to read very fast. The girls listened with interest, for the tale was romantic. Tale means story. The story was very romantic. Romantic means with the expression of love. Underline that word romantic. And somewhat pathetic. Underline the word pathetic. It is written on the board, but you underline in your textbook. Pathetic, as most of the characters died in the end. The story was very romantic and also it was sad at the end. And the characters were dying. I like that picture about the splendid picture, was Ami's approving remark. The girls listened with interest, for the tale was romantic and somewhat pathetic, as most of the characters died in the end. I like that part about the splendid picture. Splendid means excellent picture or a very good picture. Ami was giving a remark about it. And Joe pause. Pause means Joe stopped. Who wrote it? Asked Beth, who had caught a glimpse of Joe's face. When she heard, she was showing a smile in her face. The reader suddenly sat up and cast away the paper. Cast means caught away. Displaying a flushed countenance. Flushed countenance. Underline that word. Flushed countenance. That means facial expression. A strong. Flushed means strong face expressions. Okay. And with a funny mixture of solemnity. Underline the word solemnity. It is on the board. Solemnity. Okay. And excitement. Solemnity means serious and dignified. And excitement, very excited, replied in a loud voice. And the person said, the story had written by your sister. You, cried Meg, drop your work. She put off her work there and she was so happy about it. And it's very good, said Ami critically. I know it. Oh my Joe, I am so proud. And Bert ran to hug her sister and exult over this splendid success. Underline the word exult. Exult means thrilled. Okay, thrilled. Splendid means great pleasure. Okay, splendid. Underline that. Okay, you underline exult and splendid success. And they were very happy, or they were so thrilled to hear the word that her sister only wrote this story. Dear me, how delighted they all were. To be sure, how Meg wouldn't believe it till she saw the words Miss Josephine March actually printed in the paper. Okay, Ami criticized how graciously Ami criticized the artistic parts of the story and offered hints for a skew. Hints for a skew. Okay, graciously means, underline that word, kind and pleasant manner. Okay, and which unfortunately couldn't be carried out. How Hannah came into exclaim, sakes alive. Well, I never. In great astonishment. Astonishment means surprise. Underline that word, astonishment. Surprise at that Joe's doings. They all were great surprise what the Joe had done. She had done a wonderful job. How proud Mrs. March was when she knew it. When her mother knew about it, she was so happy and she was very proud of her daughter. How Joe laughed with tears in her eyes as the paper passed from one hand to another. So, when we are so happy, the tears will come out from our eyes. And also the tears will come when we are so sad. But here, the Joe was so expressed and she was so happy and her tears came from her eyes because of her happiness. Tell us about it. When did it come? How much did you get for it? What will father say? Won't Lori laugh? Cried the family. All in one breath, as they clustered. Underline the word clustered. Clustered means situated in a group. And affectionate. Affectionate people made a jubilee of every little household joy. Okay. So all in one breath, as they clustered about joy, for this foolish, affectionate people made a jubilee of every little household joy. They have a habit, even if they have a simple things, they have a happiness like a joy, they all will celebrate together that one. Okay? Just like we are celebrating our festivals. For a simple things that will happen in their homes, they all will join together and make it so excited and so wonderful. So they all joined together and they all appreciated the work of the job. And stop jabbering, girls, and I will tell you everything, said Joe. Jabbering means exciting. Jabbering means exciting. Underline that word. Stop jabbering, girls, and I will tell you everything, said Joe. Having told how she disposed, you underline, that is get rid of by throw away, of her tails, Joe added. Okay. So she told away, she threw about the story that she had in her hand, and when I went to get my answer, the man said he liked them both but did not pay beginners, only let them print in his paper and notice the stories. So the Joe added, she said, so you don't need to enjoy too much, because what is the reason? She said, I went to get my answer to the publisher. The man said he liked the both story, the story that written by Joe, the both stories he liked very much, but did not pay for the beginners, only let them print in his paper and notice the story. So the people should read the story and give the support, the person who is writing in the paper or in a novel or a story or whatever it is. Okay? And it was good practice, he said. And when the beginners improved, anyone would pay. He said, this is the good practice that I am following it. After reading the story or the novel, the people will give the person some support. And it was good practice, he said, and when the beginners improved, anyone would pay. So when the beginners will improve much better than the beginning, so some people may give money to that person. So she said, in time, I may be able to support myself and help the others. So Joe said, now I am not getting any money to support the family, but when I will get some money, surely I will help the family or her sisters, she said. Joe's breath gave out here, and wrapping her head in the paper, she bedewed her little story with a few natural tears. Okay, wrapping means the meaning folded about. She was folding her head on her paper, on that paper with the drops of tears. That means her happiness, the tears came from her eyes, and that tears dropped in the paper that she was holding it. Okay, she was so happy about it. And Joe's breath gave out here, and wrapping her head in the paper, and she bedewed her little story with a few natural tears. For to be independent and earn the praise of those she loved were the dearest wishes of her heart, And this seemed to be the first step towards that happy end. She said, I am so happy about it because I got the appreciation from my friends and also from her sisters. So, through this story, we can see that Jo was working very hard to accomplish her wish. So, as a children, you also should do the same way. So, when you will do something, you must have a goal. So, you have to complete your goal. That is your wish. So, just like Jo, how she worked hard without telling anybody or without anybody's help, she accomplished her wish and she became a great American writer. So, do it in the same way as you are reading this story. Have a good day for everyone.